What's going on, y'all? This is Alexander. You are plugged into the Nerd Companion. What's up, y'all? This is Alexander from the Nerd Companion. A couple housekeeping things I want to address before the episode gets started. If you could please share this podcast, just share it with a friend through text messages or any in-app messaging or, word of mouth. I would deeply appreciate it. I'm trying to get this thing growing as big as I possibly can. Also, if you can go and onto the apps or streaming services that you use and give me a 5-star rating. I'm just kidding. 0-star will not make me cry in a fetal position in the shower every night for too long, but I really would like a 5-star, but rate it however you see fit. Follow, like, share with a friend. This is all ways that you can get me pushed further into the algorithm. I would deeply appreciate it. Let's get it. Well, this is episode 20 from the Nerd Companion. I have a very special guest, Kontar
the Great. The Great. Kontar the Great. Give me my whole official name, please, sir. Thank you.
Kontar the Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Give me a little quick introduction.
Okay. Well, hey. Hello. My name is Kontar the Great, the main event, locally known and accepted by all pimps and players of the world. The biggest thing to come through Texas since ever. So don't ever get it twisted. Yeah, man, I'm just a down south, Memphis 10, born, raised, moved to Texas about 2 years back. Came out here, loved it. I don't think I'm ever going back to Memphis.
Why not?
You know what? It's just different here in Houston. Houston is just different. It's just a different vibe, a different mindset. You have a lot. I mean, you tend to have people that like to, they want to blame everybody else for something, but just down here, it just seems like it's just a lot of people that just go get it, so I really liked it. We came down here. We actually moved down here to open up a food spot. I'm not gonna say the name, but okay. It was a food spot. I'll talk to you after. Okay. But we opened up a food spot, and it didn't make it. So we ended up taking a big L. So we had to pivot. Then after when we pivoted, we just and then we could have moved back home, but no, it was just like, hey, we just really like Texas that much where we gonna stay. So, hey,
I like Texas.
Here it is going on year number 2 almost.
I think I just like that everyone's a little more polite. I've been to Florida. I feel like you can go to any state and you can see that there's a difference, at least in attitude and how people talk to each other. Yeah. But I imagine it's probably the same almost in Memphis, though.
Well, yeah.
Southern hospitality.
It is. It's more, you get, and like, man, I tell people this all the time. Like, if you have lived in Memphis for any point in time, you can make it anywhere, because Memphis is a city of grinders and hustlers. Like, you gonna go at it. Like, even prior to me moving here, I was actually, I ran my own small business for the last 9 years. You know what I'm saying? Prior to me coming here, and just to have that, just have that mindset of just getting out and grinding every day really just puts me, I think, in a different space, because I just knew if I personally did not work, I wasn't gonna make any money. So it was like, every day I'm up, body hurting, knee might be hurting, ankle might be hurting, gout or flare up or something, anything. And I still knew that if I didn't get my butt up, hey, you not making no money today.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna drag myself up. I'm gonna drag my carcass up and get up and go get it, man. And I had to.
Talk to me about how you got into wrestling.
All right. Let me give a big shout out to 901 Wrestling in Memphis, Tennessee. That's my base home. I'm saying I've been there since I first started. How I first got into it, I was actually working my part-time job at Best Buy. So I'm working my job. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm the guy in the front. I'm the LP guy. So I'm a security guy.
You certainly look the part.
Right.
I'm not going to act foolish in there if you're standing there.
So I, like I'm saying, so then I'm just in there working. So my other partner, he always talked about wrestling. We went back and forth every day. And one day, and just one day he came and told me, said, hey, look, like, I got some family members that's like, you know what I'm saying, that he does it. You know what I'm saying? You might want to come out and check out this show or whatever the case might be. I'm like, okay, whatever type. You know what I'm saying,
were you not into it at that time?
No. You know what I'm saying? I never ever thought that I would wrestle. Now I watch it all the time.
Right.
But did I think I ever had a chance to go to it? No. So I was so
at this point you've had zero wrestling experience.
Zero experience.
I imagine you had some sort of sports background.
Basketball. Grew up hooping. Went to college and hooped. Did all that. You know, all conference, all league, all that. I was a basketball playing fanatic. Until I finally realized when I got out of college, you kind of go with these little teams to kind of like try out. Like, even though I'm big to like everybody else in the world of hooping, like I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I'm too small to play forward and center, and I'm too slow to play small forward and shooting guard.
Right.
So I'm like a tweener. But though, all through college I was a forward, and people that don't know forward, that's a power forward.
Yeah.
So I was a forward, and I was just rebound and block shots. That's all I would do. And so then the guy comes in. My guy Steve's brother comes in, and his name is Tommy. So I'm just standing up front speaking to people that's coming in and going. And Tommy come in, my first time ever seeing him, and he comes up to me and he stands up by me and he says, "You're perfect." So I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like,
hold on. So this is someone that your friend has introduced you to?
No, that's my friend's brother that came in. Like you were saying, I had never met him before.
Right.
So he comes in and like stands like as close as we are, and he says, and he just looks at me like, "You're perfect." I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, man, what kind of creep? You know what I'm saying? I'm on some old, like, what the hell is this type deal? So I kind of back up, like, excuse me? He said, "Oh, no. And these, I'm a Tommy, I'm a Steve's brother, da-da-da." Oh, okay. So it's like, all right. So then we get to talking or whatever. He's like, "Hey, look, man, I was just like, man, like I said, just come out and just see a show. Just come out and just see. And just see, do you like it? And hey, if you like it, then hey, we'll kind of see what's going on." So I'm like, okay, cool then. So then over the weeks, we just still talking on the phone. Now we talking on the phone, and then he comes to me with his whole plan, like, "Hey, look here, I'm fighting this guy here, and then what you gonna do when I'm fighting it? I'm say this guy's gonna be whooping my tail. At this point here, you come out and you slam the guy, and that's it. You just do that." So I'm like,
you were a squash match guy.
Yeah. So actually, I was Tommy's security. You know what I'm saying? But did nobody ever see me? So I was in the back.
So that was your onstage role?
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I was his security. You know what I'm saying? So so then Tommy's out there fighting. Ain't nobody ever seen me. And then in my spot, my spot comes and I come out. So let's just imagine I come from this side and the crowd is like all of these three sides here. So I come out from the back and I come over the rope, and the crowd is just, and the guy that Tom is fighting, he's facing the crowd. He got his hands up. You know what I'm saying? Crowd. And then when I come out, and they're like, and I see everybody's eyes, and they just pointing at me like, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. And he like, and he turns right into the choke slam. Like, boom, boom. And I grab Tommy, and I pull Tommy over him. 1, 2, 3. And that was my debut. That was my first time ever being, just coming out, just being seen. But though I loved it because it was just like, I just kind of just locked eyes with some kids. And it was like they was almost in tears because I had slammed this guy.
Was he the good guy? He was
yeah. So I go to the back, and everybody's like, oh man. And I told Tommy, lock me in. Lock me in, David. I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
What year was this?
Man, you know what? Let me see, it's 24 now. So what, 17?
Okay.
Yeah, you'll say I have not been wrestling for long. Like he called me at 39.
Okay.
He called me at 39. Like and I tease people now because I'm like, if I knew that this was a option in my 20s,
oh my God,
I would have been like, I mean, y'all catching me now. I got the, I got the bad ankle now, back be hurt some days.
Yeah.
And I always tease someone like, if y'all would have caught me in my 20s, I would be a monster.
If there was a time machine.
I'm telling you, cause it's like, but though the thing is though, I met some great guys that fight, and it is a for real family, man. It's a for real family. Because like everybody's dream is WWE. You know what I'm saying? That's everybody's dream, WWE. But for guys to really put the grind in and might travel 4 hours to a show, 6 hours to a show, and get paid $20, $30 just for the love. Because like the whole point is to get put in front of eyes that have never seen you.
Right.
If that kind of makes sense to you.
No, you're right.
You want to be seen by somebody that has never seen you because like you never know.
Right.
But
in regard to like a scout or just anyone that's like wanting to watch.
Right. Just any fan. Like it's usually not a scout that you're looking for. It's just like, okay, then I got a chance to go be seen by some fan that has never seen me, and it might stick.
Right.
And you just do it for that love.
I feel like at this day and age with technology, like it's a good time to be doing, independent circuits, because all it takes is a few good spots and a good few catches, and that's it. Right.
And man, it's just like, man, you have to put the grind in. You have to put the grind to be seen, and I can go back and I want to get, well, hold on, you know what? I'm gonna look, but though I'm friends with this guy, and his name on Facebook is Christian Hubble. But though Christian Hubble wrestling name is Blake Christian. I don't know if you probably seeing Blake Christian, but Blake Christian is from, I think he's like from the outskirts of probably like Memphis. But Blake Christian, Google him. So Blake, I saw him fight like up close and personal. And Blake was actually signed to WWE. And he got signed like right when COVID kind of hit, everything hit. And Blake is amazing. Amazing. But he got signed like right during COVID, I think, or he signed and then COVID hit. And that was when and then they signed about 15 to 20 people. And about 3 months later, Christian was fired. They fired him. So they did fire because he was doing something wrong, but it was, you know what I'm saying?
Probably
COVID hit, you got to close down or whatever. So then what I've learned is this, like, you have to stand out in this business. And the easiest person to get cut is the person that already looks like somebody else. So then you got to be a complete different animal for them to, all right, though, this guy's different, you know. But though, to go back with Blake, but though he didn't let it when he got released or fired, whatever. That man traveled everywhere. I saw, look, whatever main thing was going on, whatever main independent show that was going on, he was there. If he had to go to Cali to fight, if he had to go to Florida to fight, China to fight, he was everywhere. It
makes me wonder how people even afford to do that.
Dude. But though he got good to where like he didn't have to probably pull out of his pocket. They was sitting for him. Yeah. So then if you ever get change that people out, he's amazing. Blake is amazing. And I saw Blake actually at our company. He came in and I want to say he fought like once or twice at our company, like don't say like prior to him blowing up. Right. And you can just tell it's just a different, you know, you can just tell somebody got it.
Yeah.
And that sucker got it, man.
He probably was doing stuff like this at 15 and knew that was going to be it.
Man, like you said, what I learned about, cause like I had to kind of like, I'm like, okay, then, all right, man, how this guy flipping over? He doing all this stuff. He has a cheerleader background.
Oh, yeah.
He has a cheerleader background.
I think Ricochet, I think he's got a gymnastics background.
Do we? Okay.
I think he does.
Which explains everything. I think Christian was, I think he was at University of, I think he was at Tennessee or Tennessee Martin or something like that. But though I was like, okay, then what that kind of now explains how, you know, how he does all this stuff. Cause man, right. He's flipping. Oh man, he flips his butt off. But though to kind of go back though, but though you get, you know, guys really go with the hopes that somebody from WWE sees them, AEW see them, TNA see them, but though it's a lot of guys that look the same. It's gonna be hard,
right,
to kind of go up, man. You know, and I really hate that because like man, people because like people put their heart, sweat, and tears
and
into
body.
Yeah, and look, and people, and you know what, I'm glad. And let me talk about this fake.
Oh, this is my favorite.
Wrestling is fake.
This is my favorite.
Okay.
When people come up to me and I'm talking about wrestling with like maybe like a buddy at work.
Yeah.
And someone walks up to me and says, "You watch that?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah. All day.
But it's fake.
Okay.
I go, "Oh, what are you watching?" "Oh, I watch Breaking Bad."
Oh.
Okay. What else?
Real? Okay.
Yeah, Breaking Bad's real.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching Game of Thrones. It's like, oh, okay.
Okay, real.
So you going out went to your mailbox and you got the walkers coming out to you and dragons blowing down on you.
Dragon blowing on you, yeah.
And it's real funny when someone says they watch reality TV.
Oh yeah.
And you can
scripted.
Like, really?
Scripted.
You're gonna tell me that wrestling's fake, and you're gonna you tell me you can watch reality TV?
And
the only
you can watch love and hip hop, but wrestling fake. But go ahead.
Yeah. And so it's just funny to me that it's like that's where we gerrymander the line of the acceptance of what's, you know, appropriate or not. But it's funny because it's like it's not fake, because the best way to describe it is choreographed combat. It's really what it is.
Yeah.
Just like any fight scene you see, like when you're watching John Wick, that is fake.
Any fight scene.
Those guys are not even getting hit. You're getting hit in wrestling.
Is it scripted? Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know who's going to win? Yeah. Do you have to put your body on the line to tell the story? Absolutely.
And then trust that person that you're with, too.
And you have to look out for each other. And then I tell people that all the time. It's a dance.
Yes.
It's a dance that y'all have to be on point with, because if not, somebody could get hurt for real.
Bad.
I mean, broke leg, broke back, broke neck.
Yeah.
You know, and you have to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Because, and then on top of that, now you can slam on some ring that has a 2-inch pad,
that's
a covering, and 4x4. Well, no, they're like 16, like it was about 16, but they're like They're like 2, 3, 4-inch boards. And on top of that is a 2-inch piece of foam. And on top of that is a mat. I mean,
like
it's just a covering. You are covering up.
That's nothing.
That shit hurts.
Yeah, that's nothing.
It hurts. A bump hurts.
Yes.
Running the ropes hurts.
Oh, I bet.
Jumping off stuff, it hurts. And with people and I want to tell people too, when they're training, like that first week or two of training, your body is whooped. Your body is whooped. And I mean, you bruised and you hurting and you really sitting there and you debating life. Like,
is this really what I want?
Like, do I really want to do this? Quick story here. My goddaughter, wonderful athlete, University of Alabama, volleyball player, shout out Aaliyah Wells. So she, and this how stuff works. She's never wrestled before in her life. Never thought about wrestling in her life. Never thought anything. One day, somebody from WWE reaches out to her. Hey, look, we'll see you on the ground, and we like the way you look. Like I said, we would love to bring you up to I think that was in Birmingham. Matter of fact, that was the first time The Rock came back. Like he came back as the final boss, so he came back.
Oh, okay.
So then they was down there. So they go down and get her from Bama and bring her up to Birmingham. Like, hey, look, and they tell her, hey, look, we like we like your look and this and that. Are you just would you consider coming and training, trying out? And she was like, oh, okay, cool then. Then they flew her up to Philly, WrestleMania. They flew up to Philly for 3 days or 4 days.
Oh wow!
It was about like 50. It was about like 50 folks that they, flew up for training. Like I tell you that she never thought about wrestling. They never wrestled before.
I heard that's what they do. I heard WWE goes and scouts colleges and look for athletes like track stars, volleyball stars, basketball players, football players.
And it's true. And they called her up, and then she actually thought that it was fake. She like,
I would have thought that too.
Right. She's like, man, this ain't nobody calling me or whatever. But no, they reached out to her. You flew her up to Philly. So that after 53 people, they ended up keeping 2 people. Then they invited 3 people back, and she was actually one of the 3 that they invited back. So she comes. So then she called me up. I mean, we talking almost every day, and I'm just trying to tell her, look, you need ring time. You can't teach like running the ropes. You can't teach bumping unless you in somebody's ring.
Right. I
need you to get in somebody's ring. So then after that, what she does, that's her right there. What she does, she comes down here to Houston. We reach out to Booker T's school. Like we finally get somebody to call us back. Like, hey, look, this kind of is the deal. She just need to get some ring time. What's the price? What y'all doing? Can we get her in there? Super nice. Bring her on in. Just bring her. Cool.
Wow.
She stayed there all week, just training with everybody. So then she goes back. So then they fly her back to Florida for the other 3 people in her, and then she still didn't make it. But
for the performance center,
yeah, they flew her down, and it was like she was one of the last cuts. But though she's just she has just a completely different look. They're like her usually because she's a real like 6'2".
That's tall.
Yeah, right. So you 6'2" really, and then if you put on wrestling boots, you 6'4", like I said 6'5".
Yeah,
you you know, you are completely, you don't look like nobody that they have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing to her was, and man, she was down. She was down and out about it. But I'm like, you know.
There's so many, and that's the thing too, because there's so many promotions out there. That are legitimate. And I feel like this is the age, and even if I'm not sure how closely you follow WWE, but they're doing a lot of independent wrestling call-ups right now.
Yeah.
A lot.
I love this merger that they're doing.
With Japan. And, I know. Now that McMahon's gone. Because that's what, and
TNA.
I feel like, merging with TNA. And I feel like that's what separated AEW from WWE, is that AEW was opening that door to other promotions to working with. And not that I think that AEW would ever, I mean, you never know what would happen, but you know,
it's all about the sale.
But the fact that WWE is doing that is, I feel, is really going to open the door tremendously.
Absolutely.
For new talent, for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, because we'll say, you got to think about it, that these guys that are in the lower companies, these guys still are guys that have been at the top.
Right.
But though for some strange reason, they'll say they just didn't stick, but they're still hell of a wrestler. So, you know what I'm saying? And then they have dropped down and got them a following. And then when they come back, people are going to pop for that.
That's what happened with Cody Rhodes.
Man, look, man, Cody came right on back.
Exactly what he did.
And Cody came back and just like tell his story, and people jumped onto it, man. And like I promise, I love it, man. You know, I just love what I love right now what WWE is doing. AEW, I like what they're.
The performances are spectacular.
Yeah, but you know,
their stories are not good.
Thank you.
They're just kind of goofy.
It doesn't make sense sometimes.
It's all goofy. It's all goofy.
Yeah, it's like, why is this guy fighting this guy?
Right.
Okay, so why is he fighting here?
They just don't do good, like, story booking.
The storyline, and that's what wrestling used to be like. I mean, when I was coming up, like I said, it's just Channel 5, Memphis Wrestling. If y'all get a chance, just go back and just Google that. Channel 5, WMC Wrestling in Memphis back in the day. And when I say, like, for us, Jerry Lawler was our king. Jerry Lawler could do nothing wrong. But man, the storylines with Lawler, Bill Dundee, Wildfire, tell me, like, I'm going, look, I'm throwing out some old names. You got to go back and Google these. I'm telling you, Wildfire, Tommy Rich, the Von Erichs used to come in town. And who else? Oh, one of my favorite tag teams all the time. Man, look, I'm giving you some, look, you got to go and Google all these folks. The Moondogs. Ooh, the Moondog. Can I cuss? Well, I'm not going to cuss. But
you can say whatever you want.
But the Moondogs used to beat the shit out of people.
Did they use like props and weapons and stuff? Or?
Well, it wasn't more. Well, they just come out with this big ass bone, and they just come out and they be barking her, and they just.
Oh, they were acting like dogs.
Yeah, okay. Like I said, it was these two fat white dudes, and they had like the cut off jean shorts on. Yeah, they had the cut off. Jeez,
every white man has a pair of cutoff jeans that they're saving for that day.
I swear. And they come out and the hair was everywhere. The beards was bearded. They was like, woof. These guys, like, you just got them from the woods.
Like the Appalachian.
Yeah. And they would come in and I would feel sorry for the people that they was fighting, because they would beat the living hell out these folks. And me growing up, it's like, Uncle, what they doing? They killing these folks. And I'm like, Uncle, what's going on? What's going on here? And they used to beat the crap out of folks. But though, I was around there. But though, the time frame was, you know, it was always, they would be beating somebody, because like it always lined up. It made sense.
Right.
It always made sense. Like now with them, AEW AEW don't make sense. Sometimes do they put on some hell of a match? You like, ooh, wow,
Yeah.
Ooh, what's all that?
Yeah.
It'd be great, but though and then something else with them what I don't like. What happened to the sale? You have to sell somebody's move.
Yeah, there's a lot of botches at AEW too, which is fine. Like it's human mistake.
Right.
It's fine, whatever.
No problem with that. But though, if the thing is, me personally being a big guy, if I grab you and powerbomb you and you get right up, what the hell did I just do it for?
I don't know. Even for me, behind the curtain, not even just kayfabe, I'm gonna lay there for a minute and try to recover because I don't want another one.
You gotta. I just don't like this. That's why, like they don't sell nothing
unless it's like something to do with the story or like it's one of those Hulk Hogan things where they're like
right, yeah. But though it's never that though.
Yeah,
somebody could jump off the damn building, jump off the top of the building, flip 7 times, land on somebody. Then the person will get right up. What the hell? What the hell is just jump off this building for?
Right.
I don't like that. That's with them. That's what I don't like. But anyway, what the hell's going on here?
I feel if I were to ever in an alternate universe, of course, to to get into wrestling, I would want to be the Shane McMahon. I would want to take the bumps that people would talk about until the next pay-per-view.
Yeah. That Shane really puts his body through a lot of stuff.
He literally lived his dream.
Yeah, I mean, he really
his dad was the king,
right?
And he was like, "I'm gonna go do the craziest shit I can possibly do.
I'm going to do it." And look, and I mean, and he had balls, man.
He was crazy.
Shane would do something like, I'm glad that he's kind of like, I don't know what's going to be his complete plan. Is he ever going to be seen?
You talking about now currently?
Yeah.
Have you heard any rumors with him?
I have not.
So they were talking that he might. There was a discussion. Khan from AEW was saying that he was talking with. They had met. I want to say they were in contact at an airport, and that Shane McMahon might work with him. I don't know how that would work. But I don't know what he's allowed to do or what name he's allowed to use or.
Right.
It's his God-given name. I mean, I'm not sure how you can legally.
Never say never. Right. Never say never, but I would.
Especially in wrestling.
Right. I would never say never, but I would. I don't know. It's just.
It'd be weird for sure.
It definitely would be weird, man. It's just like, because like, I think, because like a lot of talent that has went over there, like, you don't hear nothing from them. Like it started off good.
You're talking about from WWE to AEW? Yeah, with like Sasha Banks and
they are not doing her good at all. They're not doing Sasha good at all. I don't like how they're doing this.
I never caught Sasha. I was out of wrestling for a bit. So I missed her. And I think I came back like upon her exit or right immediately after her injury, I think. So I didn't get to watch her, but I know watching her now I feel like
it's like right. It's like now I'm the same way now. I'm like, okay, like y'all could have done her so much better, Then even with Keith Lee, like I don't know his injury, like, but I think he's Keith Lee, big old black guy that came from WWE. Went to AEW.
They changed his name to Smith or something like that? Or
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, but
what happened to him?
I think he's more injured. I don't know what. I don't really, once they kind of get out of sight, I don't kind of be like let me look for, because like you never know. You will never know what's real. I mean, who's giving some factual facts?
Yeah, like if it's kayfabe,
right?
Or if it's actual,
so I just kind of just like I'll wait. I kind of just wait to see, but though, just talent wise, I'm like, what the hell happened?
The only one that, at least from recent events, that actually went hard out of the gate from WWE to AEW was Adam Copeland.
Yeah.
And he ended up breaking his leg.
Right.
He's a crazy bastard.
Yeah. I like him that. Now that little feud,
that feud was getting good.
Yeah. MJF, that he grew on me. MJF is a monster though. I like him though.
He's very talented. Yeah. I like him. I think I like him a little more now with he's got the Triple H leather coat on.
Okay.
But
right.
I didn't like the Burberry scarf.
For real?
It was just kind of goofy. Everyone loved him. I was the odd guy out.
Right. I just love a good heel.
Yeah, he's a good heel.
I like heels. Now.
But he did good. That's why.
Yeah.
So I hate him. So I was like, I hate him.
Right.
It's weird as someone who likes heels. Because I recognize like what's happening, behind the curtain and what they're actually wanting me to feel as a viewer.
Right.
And so there was a game that me and my buddies used to play when I was in the military. We would try to start an argument and we would try to make the person mad.
Oh.
Okay. And so we would keep pushing it until we could get that person mad. Oh. And if you eventually got mad, and you were always supposed to be aware that we were at some point in the day, we're going to try to get you mad.
Right.
And then once you found out that they were just trying to get you mad and like giving you a hard time, that was like the end of the game. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is the game. We're playing the game. So I feel like I caught that with MJF.
Okay.
Like he's making me mad, and I'm like, he's doing such a good job. I hate him. Right. And he's doing it. It's like I can't see past the kayfabe.
Okay.
But that's what he's supposed to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
very talented.
Yeah, he's very talented. Oh, hold on. You know what though? Let me go back. I'm gonna say this right quick. My God, dog. Let me just tell her this. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I tried to tell her, cause like she was kind of down, but hold on. Just for the fact of I was trying to like tell her like exactly like how like the big jump that she had. I was like, what you were doing, like you talked to CM Punk, like you doing promos in front of Shawn Michaels. What you did is not regular. It's the equivalent, and that's what I tell her, it is the equivalent of you playing junior high basketball, and the Rockets call you, say, hey, look here, we want you to come try out for us as a
meeting Akeem Olajuwon, or like meeting Clyde Drexler, playing in front of them,
and you going straight. I mean, you have a tryout with an NBA team, and your skill level is on a junior high basketball level,
right?
So hey, keep your head up. All right, cool.
Did she? There must have been some exchange of contact, right? Like contact information.
Oh,
I would imagine so.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't think that they just cut ties.
No.
I imagine they'll follow up.
Right. They want to keep her in it, but no. Now it's pretty much up to her if she wants to now do the grind work of it. Like I said. So then now I'm like, okay. So look. So I'm like, all right, look. So then they told you this. So then now do you want to drop down some levels and now really get out and hit these streets and and go to these different smaller companies and just get work in because I'm not gonna lie. For me when I when I started fighting, it didn't click, like wrestling didn't click to probably about 4 or 5 years later. It didn't click because like you in the ring and 5 seconds feel like 5 minutes. So you gotta get your timing down, and that's the biggest thing where like folks don't know is like it's your timing. It's like if I go like me being big and me fighting you, so I was kind of taught like if I touch you, I have to do something to you.
Right. So
let me kind of let you sell it, and let me just be big. So instead of me punching you, then you sell it, then I come grab you by your head, then I clothesline you, and then you take 2 or 3 steps, and I'm right there again, and I slam you again. Now I did 3 or 4 moves, and it's like, what the hell? Compared to I could punch you, and I could walk off and go there talk to the crowd, and you over there like, oh, you holding your eye like, what the hell? You reaching it? You pick some kid that's in the crowd. Help me. And then I'm over talking a minute or two, and then I come back, and then you over there reaching for something, then I come grab you, then I slam you, boom. But then I go pick this guy, you know what I'm saying, over here in the crowd, you fat slob, you know what I'm saying, your girlfriend want me, you know what I'm saying, well, I'm talking to her, you piece of crap. And I'll tell you, I love being here. I'm just talking.
So this is a question I had for you, but okay. I'll wait till you.
Okay. But yeah, but there was always, it's the timing, and like that's what my guys used to have to tell me the whole time. Just slow down, because like I'm like, okay, if I hit you and I'm standing here, like okay, then everybody see me standing here. But though it really wasn't though the time is going, but in my mind it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Do something.
You're trying. I mean, I imagine when you're in there, you're trying to be aware of a million different things. Like, am I in the right position in the ring for the next, thing? And is he aware that I'm here? You know what I mean? Like, I imagine there's so many different things going through your head and trying to juggle every, thing,
right?
And still have to choreograph your body in a very specific way. It's got to be. Just like any skill.
Yeah.
It just takes years to hone it.
Yeah, it took me years to just get the timing down. You know what I'm saying? Because like I still think one of my best matches I ever had, and I might have did 4 moves the entire fight.
Right.
I might have did 4 moves, and I feel that it was just my best because the crowd, they were just eating it up, and then I gave the guy that I was fighting, I gave him time to sell. So as he's selling, I'm looking way, way bigger than I am. I look like a monster because I pressed him and just dropped him, and he's holding his back, he's spinning, he's going all across the ropes. He got somebody in the crowd, help me. Somebody call the police. And he got me looking like I'm 100 feet tall.
That was, you know who did that very well? Was Shawn Michaels. Whenever he was beefing with Undertaker and
the GOAT.
He made small people relevant because he was able to sell, but he was also able to make it look like it might have been realistic for someone real. To like him maybe beat someone, but it was never like because he was super powerful. He was just able to pull something off in the nick of time. But yeah, when you're saying like whenever the person sells, I mean I think of like Shawn Michaels.
Right, like when I started wrestling, but like man, my biggest thing what I watched a lot of, it was Nash and Shawn Michaels when they was going in. If you go
like Diesel,
exactly. He made Diesel look like $100, and then that's another reason, like you don't see a lot of big guys fighting with each other because like it has to make sense because like if I'm 7 foot 300 and another guy's 7 foot 300, like all right, so who's gonna sell? Who's gonna be a speed guy? Who's gonna make the other guy look good?
Slapping.
You just and it don't look good. Really.
You don't think so?
Usually it doesn't. Like too big. Like you say you got you got big guys they can move and work, but though to me and just what I'm like, you gotta have that big and that small because that small guy gonna make that big guy look good, look wonderful. So if I get you and I build you from the corner and I throw you and boom and you land, boom and you do another flip and you hold on for dear life and I'm standing there and I'm flexed and you crawling over to me and this and that.
It just sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, look, I'm telling you, and then I had to actually learn. I'm like, you know what? Let them work.
Yeah.
You don't have to, and so that's why I say when you always touch them. So now I got to do something to you since I had put my hands on you.
So you're saying that you learn to kind of almost take your time and make the physical contact count
make it count.
Right.
You say let this sell because like they
didn't need to just constantly beat on.
Yeah, I don't have to beat on because like man, it would be because I'm telling you, I would get done and I'm blown up and I did all these moves and don't none of them look like shit because like I did them back to back.
Right.
I punched you. I smacked you. I chopped you. I'm going back and forth. Then it's like, okay. So all right, then where are you strong again? So then all right. So which one of these moves was the strong move?
Right.
Was effective because like I did 5, 6 of back to back. And all I had to do was one.
You might as well just count it for the 3 then.
That's what I'm saying. Just do one and be through with it. Go ahead, hit him. Go ahead, hit him with the elbow, and just let him sit there, and just let him because like they gonna work for you. So, yeah. But anyway, but no, that like I said, that big and small, but though like you said, Shawn Michaels, GOAT.
Yeah, he was very good.
GOAT.
How do you? So you said you were a heel, which I imagine, like from the videos I was watching, I was getting that vibe. How do you handle hecklers? Because as a heel, you get them.
Right.
You get them as a face, but as a heel, I'm sure you're getting all of it.
Yeah.
Let's go back one. Have you ever met anybody that was a heel that did not want to be a heel?
Me.
You didn't want to be a heel.
Like you said, me at first because like because like if you go back home, like I'm real popular in Memphis. Like everybody knows me, and it was so hard turning me heel because folks was still cheering for me.
So what do you do? Do you have to entice the audience?
You gotta just it got to the point where like the owner Tommy was just like, hey, I'm just like you said, it's just some just gonna cheer for you and some not. We just like you said, we couldn't all the way turn me when it got towards the end. We could never all the way turn me because like it still would be people cheering for me even though I'm being a complete asshole.
Right.
And they would still be cheering for me. He's like, I don't understand like why they still cheering for you. But though when I first started, what made me get like the easiest way I could say is this: like if like just be yourself times 10.
Okay.
Be yourself times 10 and be whatever that you always wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Think about your boss. Think about something that you always wanted to say to somebody and never could. So that's how I kind of got into it. Like I might come out and one of the old classics would be if a kid is right there. So that's a good way. Like if you do something bad to a kid, that'll make the fans turn on you. So it'd be I come out and the kid would be and they had a head up and I'd be like, you wish I would. And I keep on walking.
Does that ever crush you?
Yeah, I'd be like, because I'm like, that's really not me. Like, I really want to shake your hand.
After the match, wait here. I'll be right back.
I'd be like, I promise, I was sad for you.
I always wonder that whenever they do that to the fans. Like, man, I would love to be the heel, but then doing that to kids like, oh, to kill me, but just keep going.
Right. It'd be like, man, them kids.
And tell them to bring him back in the back. Man.
Right.
Get an autograph. Like,
and then that's probably one of the easiest way to like to do so. To like a kid and man, you just talk crap. You just talk crap to him or
you gotta do it.
Right. And then something else was one of my favorites. I come out and I see some couple and I love this one when I see the couple. So I come out and I got pretty big arms. So when I come out, come out, it's a couple right there, and I come out and I just step out and I just flex my arm and I'm like, baby, this guy here really don't have none of these muscles, and I know you go home every night upset because you're not laying next to me. Woo! And I do one of them. Shut up! I'm like, and I sit there and I just flex at the guy like, hey, buddy, you need to go to the jail. You suck. And I just walk off, and I'll be like, hey, baby, you deserve better than him. Call me. You just call me later on.
I'm sure that gets someone mad.
Man, I used to love it.
That's an easy one.
It'd be easy. They're like, shut up. shut up.
So how do you handle heckling? Has there ever been I'm sure there has, but has there ever been somewhere like, okay, you cross the line, or do you not let it get to you at all?
No, I like to say, I don't let it get to me. Probably like one of the. It's usually like what I've encountered is usually like older white women.
Okay.
Like older, like when I say I'm talking about 60, 70, 80, because like I'm telling you,
80-year-olds?
man, look.
Oh man.
Memphis has a base and you know, and I say this in the most respectable way possible.
Brace yourself. No.
Wrestling fans are a weird group.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair.
Wrestling fans are a weird group.
It's definitely a dynamic
like,
for sure.
Man, it's a look. I mean, you can definitely tell who is a wrestling fan, and it don't take much to see you. Like, okay, this person here likes wrestling because they really it's a part, and they look so. So I was fighting in this town, this like probably about an hour from Memphis. I can't remember. Damn. I went up there to fight, and man, it was this old lady, and she had to be 60, 70 years old, and came out. But though she was like she's a wrestling fanatic, and I came out. Security stands by her, you know what I'm saying, because like they don't kind of get up and kind of come after you type deal. They have to tell her to kind of just sit down, and like you know what I'm saying, and like
it's a dangerous game,
right? And like you know what I'm saying, like I don't think that she was like all there. But though she was like, yeah, for real, like
they're letting her out the nursing home. Like,
yeah,
we're going to
right. You know what I'm saying? But though she loved wrestling. That, but like they'll kind of bring out or whatever. And look, if she like you, she cheered. If she did, she would boo, and she'll boo hard. And if you say something to her, it will crack her up too, and it will be. And it didn't take much. Some round like you suck or some you know. And, oh man, hold on, let me tell you this story. So then when I whistled in, it was about like 5 people on the front row, and she was one of the 5. So I go in and I counted and I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 17th between all y'all. And it was. And she got up out the seat. I was like, oh shit, she finna get me, like for real. And then the guy grabbed her, kind of just settled down, and she was back cool. But it was just like,
how much security do they have at the ring? Because the matches I saw, like, man, all they have to do is just grab.
So you know, like fans, like I'm saying, fans, like you know, fans know to be fans. You know what I'm saying? Like we got people out there, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying, it's not like 20, 30 people that's out there. Like you know what I'm saying, you might have a guy sit over here in this corner or a guy sit over here in this corner, but no, as far as like, you know, they know, like, you know, that's probably there will be one of the worst things that you could do if you try to get in their ring or you try to grab somebody, because when you grab somebody, the whole back is going to empty out, and we probably gonna try to beat the brakes off of you.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
just for the fact, but the most
that
fans gonna keep it fans. You know what I'm saying? They go boo you. They go, you suck. They go pour it, but though it's never gonna be like, let me punch you or something like that. No, I never ever encountered that part.
I'm sure you've listened to some of, you know, what's the show? There's a couple of them. Dark Side of the Ring, and another one. But I remember hearing Lawler talking about, like, their ultimate goal was to see if they could literally have someone meet them out in the parking lot and try to kill them. Try to upset someone that much. And when that happened, they're like, we did it.
Right.
We did it.
They did it. Like, I'm saying, back then, like, it's like completely different now, because like, like you were seeing more of the behind the scenes now, because like back then it was like,
once the cameras were off,
you couldn't tell me when somebody was bleeding that they weren't bleeding, that they oh my God, somebody has punched them and he's bleeding, not knowing that they cut their head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm telling my dad and my uncle, like, hey man, he's bleeding. Like, oh yeah, that's a fake. He cut himself. I'm like, no, he just punched him and he started bleeding. Like, no, he had something. He cuts. Damn it, he just, hey, look. The guy got kicked and he started bleeding, so you can't tell me. that did happen. It was like then you get older, it's like, oh hell, okay,
like I fell for it.
Right? Yeah, I
That's the majesty of it all, though.
Right? And you see it like I said, you see all the older guys as you come in, like, okay, then everybody head is like taco meat. That it's like ground beef. Like, it's cutting so damn much.
Ric Flair used to say that you always cut horizontally with your wrinkles and not down.
Right.
I think what's his name, Dusty Rhodes. His was bad because I think he used to cut down.
Yeah, you get smart guys now that you know what I'm saying they'll cut. They'll cut here in their line in their with their hairline. Yeah. So then you put it here like don't say our company don't do it. We don't believe in the blood stuff because we believe a family friendly show. So we're not bleeding. But though I've watched so many shows where like so I got like this cable box where like I could get like local stuff and Florida stuff and all this hardcore wrestling, which I don't think makes any sense. You know,
in regard to the style or their promotion in regard to a story.
Well, no, just like you know, say okay, so then why am I coming out with 150 light bulbs, you know, and just busting the damn light bulb, all that stuff? I don't get that.
I get that on like some reels.
Yeah, you see,
it's cool to watch the spot, but I'm like, okay, like who's coming out after this to wrestle?
Right, like why? Like why would you? You know, if you get to that point, like you lost. To me personally, you know, you have lost your complete ability to tell a story.
Yeah.
So then now you got to put out the light bulbs and buzz each other's heads and jump through glass tables and do all this. And you got to do it. Hold on, let me back up too. You know, maybe every now and no, know what? Never did.
It loses its allure. Like when it's because that becomes a standard because now you
every match is like that.
Yeah, because now it's like I don't know, but like like if you're watching like to say with AEW whenever Sting had his last match and they put him Darby Allin went to that glass table.
Yeah,
that was definitely like that holy shit moment.
Right, I'm like damn,
that's a crazy bastard.
Yeah, oh man, Darby's like, hey man, like dude,
we'll see in 20, 30 years how he's moving around.
Oh, barely moving. That's what he gonna do. He gonna be barely moving because I'm telling you, it beats your body up. Like people do not know like how that ring beats your ass.
I can't imagine what wrestlers have, whether they're getting imaging done. I'm sure they are.
Yeah,
I'd be surprised if these guys don't have all sorts of herniated discs, and they're just working through it.
Look, it don't take much, and they do it for the love. That's why I love like all these guys. There's like local guys, and they'll tell you, man, we have to go check out a Booker T show because I think they do a show once a month.
I want to go.
So I'm going to give you within 60 days, we're going to make a show.
Let's do that.
No excuses. So we're going to find out. I'll find out when the next show is, and I'm actually cool with a couple fighters there. We could probably get us some sweet tickets and we can roll with it. But yeah, we definitely got to make, I'm telling you, he puts on a whole performance.
I think more people should watch wrestling, especially nowadays. I think it would bring more people together.
Oh, and then after we are in the time, it's election time, and and I don't care who you vote for. Vote red, vote blue, just vote.
Yeah.
That's all. Because I hate people that complain and nag and don't vote.
Yes.
Shut the hell up, then, if you're not gonna vote. Just go vote. If you like Trump, go ahead, go vote for him. If you like Harris, vote for him. Hey, cool. And then wherever it lands, whoever wins, then guess what? We still gonna be friends when it get done and be over with. So that's what I'm saying. Just vote though. I just like those. I'm just real big on voting. Like I don't care who you vote for. You know what I'm saying? Because like you get a lot of people like they take this stuff like super serious. And I'm honestly, I don't think none of us make enough money to matter
to truly be affected by
to be affected by it. Exactly.
Like we'll all be affected the same, essentially.
Correct. know what I'm saying, correct. So then if you go, oh man, I'm gonna vote for this, you know what, you don't make enough money for one. Two, you haven't donated enough for either Harris or Trump to be like, oh yeah, that's my friend.
We're still gonna get up at 5 a.m, go to work, and come back.
And clock in and out every day. So, but still though, exercise your right. Please.
People take it for granted.
People take it for granted. So exercise your right, coming from somebody who actually had their rights taken, but I got them back now and I vote.
Why is voting such a big deal for you?
Man, at some point in time in my life, I wasn't always Kontar the Great, the stud muffin of the world. Oh yeah. I did get in some trouble and lost my rights to vote. So I was like, okay, and it went some years where like I was not able to vote. But now, hey, so got my rights back and I am a voter. Been a voter for years now. And I just been a voter since, I lost them in, I want to say, might have lost them in 2011. Got them back in 18. Well, got them back in 17, actually. So, but though it went them some years where I didn't vote. But now, hey, I'm on and popping. And so I am a person that's always, I don't want to hear my vote don't count. Look, they count votes by ones, not by tens. So if you don't vote and you talk to 10 other friends and they don't vote, and them 10 talk to 10 more friends that don't vote, that's 100 people that didn't vote. I'm not a big politic person. Like, I don't, the blue side, the red side, I'm not down for neither one of these folks.
Right.
But I just feel that, you got to get out there and do it. You got to exercise your right, whether you know it or not. It was at some point, it's obvious, I'm black, you're white, but it was actually at a point where black people couldn't vote.
You're right.
And a lot of people died to actually get this chance to vote and to flip it too. Like, it wasn't all blacks fighting. It was also whites fighting with the blacks. So it's just like that. So, man, we all could be cordial. We all could be friends, and we all could be friends and we still could vote differently. And we still could come together afterwards and drink us a cold beer.
That's right.
So, man, that just people just put a lot of, a lot of stock in something that it really don't even matter. Just, hey, exercise your right.
Right. I think that's also probably big corporate media that loves to split us up. I think they like to think that both parties are further than they actually are.
Yeah.
I think if you ask anybody, literally anybody, doesn't matter where you fall on the spectrum, if you ask them like what 5 things or 4 things are important to you, I guarantee you everyone's going to say 3 to 4 out of 5 of those things that are the same. A safe place for my family to live, an opportunity to provide for my family, good education for my kids, safety.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like these are 4 things that everyone's going to say, whether you're voting one way or the other.
One way or the other. And then I tell people this, look, vote for someone who has your issues in mind, who you feel that is going to get your issues over that like you want to do. So that's what I'm looking at now. I'm going back and forth. Is it Trump doing what I like to do, or is it Harris doing what I like to do? I don't know yet. I'm looking at both of them. Okay, then what they doing? What they doing here? What they doing here? If it's the red side or blue side, hey, I still ain't figured out what I'm gonna do yet. I promise. I'm still kind of just okay. Let me maybe really like who has my best issues in mind. So if somebody do it, if I figure it out, I'm gonna start reading up on it tough, and hey, never know.
I don't know. It's definitely, everything scares me across the world.
Right.
So it's like, it's crazy to think that all that conflict is going on. Like, it almost seems unreal because we're so at least disconnected in regard to things that we do every single day, that it's actually happening.
Yeah.
But
even too with this glitch with this glitch that just happened.
So I don't even know what happened. I showed up to work one day and we had to do basically a lot of things differently.
Okay,
that day. But
so evidently excuse me too about it because I forgot the company's name. Because
I think it was Microsoft.
Well, no, it's them, but though it's it's another company that I guess got them and put out this like like how your phone get reset, all type of stuff. So then they put out this,
software update? Or?
Yeah, exactly. So they put it. They actually put it out there, and when they did it, it actually had a glitch in it. So when it had the glitch in it, so that's what threw off all these companies and all these people's flights and stuff got canceled because this
crazy.
it was switch something. Hold on.
I mean, it makes sense for the flights, right? So, I mean, if you have a lot of software that is using GPS and it throws a bug in there, then you can't, rely on the GPS. You got to stop flights.
Right.
They probably got all of our credit card information and social security numbers. But yeah, I mean, I can't imagine for flights how many pissed off people trying to make it home.
Man,
and then pilots
throwing them all the way out. CrowdStrike. That's the company that put out the damn update, and they had a glitch in it. And that's what threw off everything.
I wonder if that's going to be our Skynet.
Hold on. What is Skynet?
It's the company for Terminator.
Oh, shit. Okay, you going back. But
Skynet resetting.
Right. But though, the thing, what it showed, it showed people like, and me, what I got from is like, the next war or the next big thing, it's not going to be somebody shooting missiles over here. Mm-mm. Man, they finna cut off all this shit.
Yeah, like servers and stuff.
You gonna have no internet, can't do nothing.
And if you're talking even just internet itself, that itself is like child's play.
Right.
If you drop like an EMP and cut off power.
Yeah.
Cut off power.
See?
If you cut off, they said there was I believe a study done that said if they cut off power in the United States, they were saying that the entire society would collapse in 6 months. Like it would just completely collapse.
Wow.
You got to think like logistics is down.
Yeah.
You can't drive.
Uh-huh.
There's, whole industry moves on, trucks, taking products across country.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you already heard on, you heard that people were posting on the group. People were breaking into cars, and this is like day 3 of power being out. Like, can you imagine 3 weeks of no power?
Man, it is a whole purge.
Real quick.
Right, it's a whole purge.
It would be insane.
It would, because it's gonna be as it goes. I guess we probably need to start at some point in time, just probably taking time and just decompress from like all like the social media, just sit back and rest and kind of get your mind set, because like as a world, we're like dependent on this. Like, absolutely, what I'm saying? Our phones are like stuck to us, whether we like it or not.
Absolutely.
TV and, it's some point, what I'm saying, of like that, and to just be able to be like, what, we finna cut off all this crap. Y'all finna just, what I'm saying, have nothing, have all your food spoiled, so now you're hungry.
It really makes you realize how dependent we are on just everything.
I agree, man.
You would need to literally like band together, like, okay, who's good at hunting? Who's good at growing and tilling?
Yeah.
Like who's going to be good at, like you'd have to band together. You know what I mean? Man. Because you'd have to come together, and I think if something like that happened, you would literally have to have like a town hall meeting in the neighborhood.
Right.
Like, look, this is what it's going to be. Uh-huh. We need to be civilized. We all need to come together. Mm-hmm. We need to set up jobs. We need to set up who's gonna run security.
Right.
Who's gonna hunt. Who's gonna grow? You know what I mean? Like it'd have to be quick, and everybody would just have to fall in line.
I like that.
But I don't know. Hopefully that would never happen.
Right. Hopefully.
So we can all have the privilege of arguing on Facebook.
Right. At all time, and then every weekend actually, we can complain about the HOA.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to come around and start. You see people seeing that they're like measuring grass.
It
might have been a joke.
For me, is this though? If I don't fix it, then what you gonna do?
I think they have like a lien. They can get a lien, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
You have to drag me out kicking and screaming.
For my grass, man, if y'all don't get y'all ass out my face. I cut all day. Flower bed, not my ministry.
Nah, I would say I'm probably the exact same.
Not my ministry at all, dog.
So outside of work, outside of wrestling, what is Kontar like to do?
Oh, Kontar is really a laid back, home body type guy. Love sports, so I'm just I'm a sports center guy all day and night. I love movies. I love different, I guess, shows, you know what I'm saying? So stuff like this. So just probably watch the most, watch Suits, let me see what is it? 1882, Yellowstone and stuff like
Yellowstone's
that.
good.
Oh man,
Me and my wife tried to watch it. We could not get into it.
y'all could.
I don't know what it was. I think even like when they're like in the first couple episodes when they're in the chopper and they're shooting down, the brother got shot or somebody got shot, and they're trying to like hide. Like they're this is totally my thing. Like it reminds me of Breaking Bad, like a crime drama.
Yeah, Yellowstone is the bomb. Man.
I just need to grind it out and sit.
Yeah. Once I started watching it, I went ape. Once I started watching it, was like I was stuck.
It's like I imagine everyone. That's when everyone bought their first cowboy hat. They watched it and like, I'm getting a cowboy hat.
I got one. I'm telling you, I got one now. I'm telling you, I love it too because I was like, man, these folk got me. These folk got me hyped. I want me a horse. I want a damn horse. I've been married 17 years. Got 3 kids, 24. 19 and 12, and man, I'm just a chill jokester type person. Like to laugh, like to have fun. I really don't take myself serious. You know what I'm saying? So then that's kind of the reason I could kind of like have so much fun with myself because like right. I don't take myself serious like that.
I think people take themselves too seriously,
and you can't have fun if you always scared somebody might say, and then that's kind of how. And started wrestling too, because like that's not a norm.
Right.
It's not a norm. Somebody started to wrestle 39 years old, 38, 39 years old, and I wasn't worried about what you said. But when people started finding out, I was like, ain't you almost 40? What you trying to wrestle?
That's right.
I'm like, okay, well then
Diamond Dallas Page started wrestling at what, 37?
Something like that. And then how we started off. I'll say this here. So how we started, we started off wrestling. We was in a small town, Holly Springs, Mississippi, and we used to fight in a barn. It was like, matter of fact, how they sell cattle, how they bring the cattle through, through like this little ring so people can see whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, we was in the smaller building of that, but in the back was where they kept all the horses or the cattle, on Saturday. So then we might be in the back getting dressed, and I got my chair, and I'm getting undressed, and there's some cow poop right next to me, but I'm still getting dressed right here just so I can get ready. Then we go through the door, and there's the building.
You imagine getting stomped in the ring, and there's someone that stepped on poop and didn't know it.
That's what I'm saying. So that's how, and then all this, then I'll just go back to the love of it, to the love of everybody doing it for the love, And then after that, once we moved from down there, then we came up to Memphis. And when we came up to Memphis when the company kind of took off, and then the name changed. And at first we was UCPWS, and then it changed to 901 Wrestling. And when we got 901 Wrestling, we took off, and I'm proud to say that like I was one of the icons when we changed over to 901. I was one of the known people, and man, we took that company and it ran with it. And now the guys have like taken over. Let me give a quick shout out before we get out of here. My guys at 901 Wrestling, Tommy Jacks. Love you, man. Good dude. But though you got you got Andy Mack, you got Bobby Ford, who is the champion now, and I'm loving Bobby because he is a great heel. You got my boy Walker 13, you got my boy Prince Adonis, we got Hunter Havoc, we got Night Train, we got man, I'm gonna forget somebody's name. I don't want to keep going. I know I'm gonna get somebody. Shout out to my boy Dustin Anthony, who just put up his boots last Saturday. Love you, man. Shit, I can name everybody's name, but don't let me stop before I forget. I just want to give everybody they shout out. So anyway,
how long were you a champion for?
Man,
you were. That's what I saw that you were a champion.
Yeah, I was champ for I think in my first go round I might have been champ 7-8 months. Mm-hmm. Then I got it back again. Then I might have been champion again for about the same amount of a time. And when I was the champ, man, I treated it like like I would keep that belt with me. It would be with me everywhere I go.
In bed.
I would go live. And my saying was, I would always come on when when I was the champion, I would always come on. I had shirts and everything, and my shirts would say, "Did you wake up a champion?" And oh man, and man, I go live and I'd be like, ladies, look. Just look here at me. Just look at me. Just look at my belt. Now look over there at him. Is your boyfriend a champion? If he's not, wake him up and tell him to go to the gym. Like me, oh man, I was on fire, dog. I mean, I had that belt wherever I went.
Oh my goodness.
Wherever I don't care. Look, I could be, man, church, everywhere I was. Oh man, you could not miss me with that thing. But anyway, but you know, thank you too for inviting me out.
Yeah.
Make sure this isn't my last time.
No, it won't be your last time.
It's two. My third thing, like I know you got some vinyls. You know, over here. I want music playing the next time.
Yeah, we got a Tribe Called Quest. We got Outkast.
Man, you got some classics over there.
Oh no, I love me the hip hop classics for sure.
Well then we gonna definitely be playing us some music. We'll talk about some more topics and we'll get on in it then.
So real quick before you go,
yes sir.
I'm gonna ask you the most obvious question that probably every wrestler gets asked.
All right,
your Mount Rushmore.
My 4.
Your 4 best of all time.
All right, my first Undertaker. You can't go wrong. You know, you got somebody had a 30-year stint where like he lived that character.
He stayed relevant without a title.
Didn't need one.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what
didn't need one.
That means something.
You do not have to have. Well, he's probably the most, if not the top 3, and he's probably not 2, like most iconic. Of all time.
Right.
So I'm gonna go with him.
Texas boy.
2, let me see. Undertaker. Gotta go Flair. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go Flair. You can't, you can't knock it. Just, hey, it's Flair.
Such a good heel.
Man, love him as a heel. 3 probably gonna be The Rock, him and Stone Cold. But I'm gonna just say Rock. And one of my favorites and he's still fighting now that I like, and great heel too. Love Randy Orton.
Randy Orton? I'm waiting for him to go back to heel.
I love Randy Orton.
I don't like him as babyface.
Yeah. His face is like, his heel, man.
Not really interesting as a face.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to turn on Cody.
Yeah. Now that's probably gonna happen. He gonna turn on Cody. They go back to his legend killer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he can hit that. But though he's probably not one that most people would put up there. But it just seemed like with him, like seeing him when he first started. When he first came in, because to like now, I love Orton. I love Randy Orton, man. I love Randy Orton. So even though he might it's a more, you know what I'm saying, kind of like I still skipped over the Stone Colds and the Lawlers, Triple H, all these guys. There's
so many good ones.
Good, yeah, so many good. But no, if I had to go mine, I'm going Taker, I'm going Flair, I'm going The Rock, I'm going Randy Orton.
That's what's up.
And we're gonna roll with them.
I like it.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for coming by for sure.
Let's get it, my guy. Appreciate you, my man.
I feel like maybe not tonight. I'm gonna prepare myself, but the next time you come over, I want a full
chop.
I want a chop.
Man, hold on. Did you ever see
you showed me the one where you came down and who looked to be they had the long hair.
The guy, okay, yeah. I never saw him since then too.
I killed him. No more. I never saw him since.
But the one more thing too, like when I started wrestling, I did not realize, because I'm like a complete different look. Little guys love wrestling with big dudes because they love getting thrown.
It's yeah, and it's almost heroic.
Right. They love getting thrown. I was like you boys is crazy. They're like, oh yeah, now pick me up and then just slam me. And then what you do? Throw me on the road. I come off, big boot me. I'm like, what y'all talking about? You sure? Like, yeah, come on, chop me, come on.
There's something about the chop.
I'm like, seriously? Like, yeah. I'm like, y'all crazy,
I
man.
feel like it's like a badge of courage.
Yeah. But though we'll, like I said, definitely get into it.
Yeah, thank you for coming by.
Appreciate you, man.
Definitely got to go to Reality Wrestling. Go see Booker T's promotion.
And I will find out, and I will text you profanities until you come.
You got to pester it.
Let's get it, baby.
Thank you.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
I think more people should watch wrestling, especially nowadays. I think it'd bring more people together.